Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sahar Farooq. On behalf of AFAQ online learning platform, I welcome all of you to this video lesson for New Sun series Science Grade 4 Term 1 Unit 2. This video is beneficial for teachers, students as well as parents. But before starting this lesson, I would like to share why AFAQ is unique and different. As you know, planning is very much important for doing any task. That's why AFAQ has planned the whole academic year to cover the whole content of the book. AFAQ provides support material in form of academic calendars, suggested timetable and DLPs to cover the whole content of the book in a year. AFAQ academic calendar is divided into 3 terms and each term is further divided into 2 periodic units. So there are total 6 periodic units in one academic year. Students, let's start our Unit 3. Our Unit 3 falls in Term 1, Periodic Unit 2 and Week 3 to 5, 1 day of Week 3 to 3 days of Week 5. The name of Unit 3 is Human Health. As you can see, it's about human health and we are going to cover 10 SLOs in this unit. Term 1, Unit 2, Week 3, we are going to cover one SLO in 1 day of Week 3. One SLO is going to cover in day 5 of week 3 of unit 2 term 1 and this is about observe and recognize some common symptoms of illness. So students, what is health and illness? Health is great blessing of Allah. A healthy person has a healthy mind. A healthy person enjoys his life to the fullest. While unhealthy condition of the body or mind is called illness. An illness is shown by some symptoms. Symptoms are actually the signs of a particular condition. As you can see here, the picture of a healthy person enjoying the life and unhealthy person which is showing the sign of some illness. Common illnesses. Some common illnesses are fever, cough and influenza. What is fever? Fever is actually the raised body temperature. And what is cough? Cough is actually a response of body when something irritating passes through your throat, nose or breathing passage. Influenza is a respiratory infection caused by a virus. Here you can see in the picture a child having a fever, a child having a cough and a child having an influenza. We will see the symptoms of fever, cough and influenza. Different symptoms are shown by different illnesses. When somebody has a fever, he might have raised body temperature, muscle ache, sweating, headache or shivering. Now look at the symptoms of the cough. The symptoms of cough are shortness of breath, sore throat, hoarseness, runny nose and wheezing. And the symptoms of influenza are body or muscle ache, sore throat, fever, runny nose, fatigue. If you have these type of symptoms, it means you might have influenza. Now we will move to the week 4 of unit 2 term 1. In 5 days we are going to cover 7 SLOs. Moving towards the day 1 of week 4 unit 2 term 1, we are going to cover 2 SLOs in this DLP. Students, now we will learn what are contagious diseases and what are non-contagious diseases. The diseases that can be transferred from one person to another are called contagious diseases. Contagious diseases include polio, hepatitis, corona, etc. And non-contagious diseases are those diseases that cannot be transferred from one person to another. Like cancer or heart diseases, they cannot be transferred from one person to another, so they are non-contagious diseases. A disease spread when germs from an infected person are transferred to a healthy person. And what is a germ? A germ is a foreign particle that affects functioning of the body. So, how germs transfer from one person to another? Germs can be transferred from one person to another through air, water, food, direct contact or indirect contact. Now, we will move towards the day 2 of week 4, unit 2 and term 1. We are going to cover 1 SLO in this DLP. In this DLP, we will learn about corona. Students, do you know what corona is? Corona is a contagious disease. This is caused by a virus. Its symptoms include fever, cough, headache, fatigue, loss of smell and taste. Its symptoms may vary from person to person. And how can it be prevented? It can be prevented through social distancing, quarantining, hand washing, covering coughs and sneezes, etc. A COVID-19 vaccine is also available to prevent this disease. Now it's activity time. Now read the statement. COVID-19 is a deadly viral disease that causes death around the world in 2020. Write a short report on COVID-19 including its symptoms, its spread and cure. You need to write a report in which you will write about its symptoms, its spread and how it can be cured. Also write its history, from which part of the world it spread, etc. And now you have to present this report to your teacher and classmates. So make this report and present it to your teacher. Now we will move towards the day 3 of week 4, unit 2, term 1, and we are going to cover one SLO in this DLP. You have read about different diseases. Now we will learn how we can prevent ourselves from these diseases. Following are the some ways that we can prevent ourselves from the diseases. The first one is wear a surgical mask. You must wear a surgical mask to protect yourself and your surrounding from the disease. Cover coughs and sneeze. When you are having a cough or sneeze, you must cover yourself. Use shirt arm when you cough, and you must use your shirt arm while coughing, and wash your hands often. Wash your hands regularly to protect yourself from the disease. Now we will see how face masks prevent you from the disease. One of the preventive measures is wearing face mask. It provides personal safety. It is a barrier between you and the contaminated environment and protect you from the germs entering into your mouth and nose. Another way of prevention is vaccination. In vaccination, weakened germs of a disease are injected in human body which produce antibodies, and those antibodies help against the germs. Vaccines are available for different diseases like polio, hepatitis and corona, etc. Now it's activity time, students. Open your book, page number 47. Here 2 activities are given. Read their statements. Prepare a colorful chart by pasting face masks of different colors available in the market. Write the pictorial directions regarding wearing of mask. Paste this chart in the corridor of your class. And in second activity, an information is given about corona, that corona is a contagious disease. To remain safe, one should wash hands thoroughly for at least 20 seconds with soap before and after taking meal and after using toilet. So it is recommended that you have to wash your hands for 20 seconds before and after taking meal and using toilet. There are 7 steps to follow while washing hands. So you must wash hands in the following 7 steps. Pictures of different positions of washing hands are given in the table. You are required to write detail in front of every position of hands wash. You have to write the detail of every step of hand washing in the given spaces and show it to your teachers. Now we will move towards the day 4 of week 4, unit 2 and term 1. We are going to cover 2 SLOs in this DLP. Students, you have learned about diseases and how they spread and how we can prevent ourselves from the diseases. Now we will see why good health is important. As I have told you earlier, a healthy body has a healthy mind. That's why health is very much of importance. No one wants to get ill. Healthy person live his life better than an unhealthy person. Before moving towards the next topic, I would like to ask you, what is your daily routine? Do you like to eat junk food or fruits or vegetables? When did you sleep at night and how do you spend your spare time? So quickly answer these questions to your teachers as well as your parents and come back. Health is of great importance. Now we will see what factors promote good health. Here are some factors that promote good health. Number 1 is having balanced diet. If you are having balanced diet, you must be a healthy person. Number 2 is drinking clean water. Number 3 is exercising regularly. And the 4th main point is enough sleep. So if you are having all these factors, it means you are having a healthy life. In day 5 of week 4, unit 2, term 1, we are going to cover 3 SLOs. But before starting the next topic, I would like to ask you to make a list of the food you eat in a day. You have to write all the food items in your notebook which you eat in a day, and then you have to tell, is it a healthy food or unhealthy food. So quickly list it down in your notebook and show it to your teachers as well as parents. So students, you have made a list of the diet you take in a day. You eat different variety of food like fruits, vegetables, meat, milk in your daily routine. But how much food you must take in a day? You must take a right proportion of food in a day, because your body requires nutrients for the proper growth and development, and these nutrients are provided by food. So balanced diet means having different food items in right proportions. Balanced diet provide nutrients to body as per requirement. That's why we must take a balanced diet in our daily life. On the basis of nutrients, food is divided into different groups like proteins, carbohydrates, minerals, fatty acids and vitamins. Now we will see how we will get these nutrients, which food groups provide us these nutrients. Students, different food groups provide a variety of nutrients. Let's see. First one is carbohydrates. The grains are rich source of carbohydrates, and carbohydrates provides our body energy. Protein is provided by meat group, and proteins are the building blocks of muscles. Vitamins and minerals are provided by milk and dairy products, like milk is rich source of calcium, and calcium is very much important for the development of bones. Fruits and vegetables also provide different vitamins and minerals, and they help in digestion and other body development. Fats, oils, butter and sugary products are source of fats, and fats store energy for our body. Students, you have learned that food must be taken in right proportion, but what proportion is that? It is shown by a food pyramid. What is food pyramid? Food pyramid is the representation of different food groups in form of pyramid according to our intake requirements. Food pyramid help us how much food we must take. Food at the bottom must be taken in the larger amount, and food at the top of the pyramid must be taken in small amount. So you can follow this pyramid and choose the right proportion of your diet. Now it's activity time. You must open the book page number 50 and solve the activity given on that page. Activity 3.3, look at this. Look at the picture of foods which contain carbohydrates, proteins, fiber and fats. You must look at these pictures and find which group have carbohydrates, proteins, fiber and fats. And in the next activity, you have to give 2 examples of each of the following. Here some statements are given. You have to read these statements and write the 2 examples in the boxes given. So solve these activities and show it to your teacher. Another activity is given on page 50. Read the statement. Complete this table to show what each food group does in the body. Here some statements are given and some food groups are shown. You have to complete this table. And on page 53, another activity is given, that is, prepare a comparison report of your daily healthy habits at least for a week. You have to prepare a report for a week about your daily healthy habits. List down the items you have in your meals. Then you have to list down all those items you eat in a day. Also name the nutrients you get from each food and their effects on your health. Paste pictures of your meal in your journal or diary. Draw a comparison table that represents your health conditions before and after following healthy habits. You have to make a journal and paste pictures of your meal in that journal, and then you have to you have to draw a comparison table that will represent your health condition before and after following healthy habits, and share your healthy routine with your classmates. So you must solve these activities and show it to your teachers. Now we are moving towards week 5 of unit 2 term 1. In this week we are going to cover 1 SLO. So Moving towards the day 1 of week 5, unit 2, term 1, we are going to cover one SLO in this lesson plan. So students, another important factor to keep you healthy is drinking clean water. So we must drink clean water. Why should we drink clean water? Because water helps body to absorb and carry nutrients to different parts. It removes toxic substances from our body and it regulates our body temperature. But certain factors like fertilizers, pesticides, solid waste makes water unclean. Drinking clean water is very dangerous as it can cause diarrhea, dysentery, typhoid in humans, and it can also kill animals. So, before drinking water, we must clean water. Here we are telling you the two different ways of cleaning water. The number one is filtration and the other one is boiling. So, let's know what is filtration. Filtration is a process of removing impurities using a filter medium. The filter medium holds impurities and allow water to pass through it. Filtration plants are used in homes as well as on large scales to remove impurities from water. Another process to make water clean is boiling. It is a process of killing germs in water. Water is heated until bubbles form in it and germs are killed on such high temperature. So after cleaning, we just make it cool and we can drink it. Okay, it's again an activity time. You have to open the page number 52 of your textbooks. An activity is given on that page. You have to read the statement. Visit your school canteen with your teacher and identify health hazards which may make you ill. Share your findings with your classmates. You must visit the school canteen with your teacher, find the health hazards and share your findings with your classmates. Okay, now we will move towards day 2 of week 5, unit 2, term 1, and we are going to cover one SLO in this DLP. The next factor which keeps us healthy is exercising regularly. We must exercise regularly. Why? Because exercise keeps muscles strong and healthy. It supplies oxygen to all parts of the body and body works efficiently. So by doing exercise, you feel more energetic. Another important factor is enough sleep. Enough sleep is also important for good health. An average of 8 hours of sleep is necessary for good health because it enables the body to get fit and ready for the next day. It's activity time. Students, you have to open page number 52 of your textbook and read the statement of activity 3.6. Suggest any 5 exercises to keep body healthy and fit. You have to give 5 exercises which keep the body healthy. The next activity is think and write one word for the following. Read these statements and write one word in front of these statements in the given boxes. The next activity is Ikra never sits in class straight. Do you think it is right? If not, then why? You have to think about it. Is it right that Ikra sits in class straight? Ikra never sits in class straight. If it is not right, then give your reason and solve these activities, show it to your teachers and come back. Now we are moving towards the day 3 of week 5, unit 2, term 1, and we are going to solve exercise in it. Students, open the page 53 of your textbook. Work it out is given on that page. You have to solve this work it out. You have to write down the symptoms of the following diseases and write whether they are contagious or non-contagious diseases. Here some diseases are given. You have to write whether these are contagious or non-contagious, and then you have to write the symptoms as well in the boxes given. Solve this, work it out and show it to your teachers. So students, now turn to the next page 54. The questions are given. You have to solve the exercises. Question number A is choose the correct option. Here some statements are given. You have to choose the correct option and encircle that option. Number 1 is which of these is a contagious disease? Cancer, high blood pressure, chickenpox, diabetes. Which one is contagious? The right answer is chickenpox. Similarly, solve the other questions. Now read the statement of B. Write true or false. Here some statements are given. You have to write true or false here. Number 1 is there are 3 components of a balanced diet. Is it right or wrong? It is false. So you have to write false here. Just like solve the other true or false. On the next page, question C is given, match column A with column B. Here 2 columns are given, column A and column B, you have to match them. And in question D, you have to answer the questions briefly. Some questions are given, you have to give the answers accordingly. Now turn to the next page. Question A is answer the following questions in detail. You have read all the concepts of this unit, so answer these questions in detail. On page number 56, a project is given. What you have to do is you have to make your own water filter. The materials and procedure for this project are given on this page. Follow this procedure and do your project and show it to your teachers. Students, I hope you have understood all the concepts I have taught you in this video. Now there will be an assessment in week 6. So you have to revise unit 2 and 3 to solve that assessment. For this purpose, we have provided you revision DLPs at the end of week 5. Solve those DLPs so that you will be able to solve the assessment. For now, I will say goodbye and we'll meet you in the next video.